off up there. I'm gonna do audio check and then we're gonna roll. I'll slim it down since we wasted 30 minutes. Names, you can do that later. Gary, let me know if you see us live. That's not the one.
There we go.
We are. Hey, check us on your end.
It's good right here, man.
That's not the one. That's not the one.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll slim it down since we wasted. Hey, check us on your end. Okay. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Under the Lights Wednesday night edition. And we have week 1 high school football looming in the air, fellas. It is great to be back. Thursday night football tomorrow, Friday night football in a couple days, and we also have a Saturday game to talk about also. Fellas, we have some picks to make. We have a lot to cover. It's been a while since we've been in front of the screen. Last time we talked high school football was back in December. I'm going to go ahead and start off the show by introducing these guys on side of me. We're going to start off with Mr. Keith Crozier. Then we have Mr. Gary Swallow. Then we have Mr. Donald Young. We're going to go ahead and turn things over to them. Keith Crozier, you're going to go ahead and introduce yourself now. I want you to also mention that thing you're doing with your meetings. Also.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Then Gary, your job, and I want to know about your past. Okay?
Your history.
You're retired.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Keith.
All right, guys. My name is Keith Crozier, as I've been introduced.
From Port Barre.
From Port Barre, Louisiana. I am a father of five boys. And I got involved with Under the Lights last year when I was injured. A friend of mine who happens to be a good friend with my son, Jordan, asked me to come by as a viewer's appreciation, and I ended up behind the camera. So that's how that's had, and also became the producer and the tech guy and everything else. So that's how I've become part of Under the Lights.
Mr. Gary Swallow, what do you do? Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Port Barre, Louisiana. Imagine that. And I'm the chief instructor at Tiger Rock Martial Arts. I've been a big supporter of the Port Barre High Red Devils forever. And I love high school sports and high school athletics all the way around. Just catches my attention. Well, sports in general. And you know, a while back me and you were talking about sports and stuff, and you said you needed a place to do the show. And you know, I've got a martial arts studio, and I teach people how to kick and punch, but my second love is high school sports. And you know, so we kind of got together, and the rest is, should I say, history.
Mr. Donald Young.
Hello, everybody. My name is Donald Young Sr. I'm married to Miss Audrey Young for the past 30 years. Our youth organization is named Louisiana Lakers Youth Organization. It's based out of Opelousas. My partners is Cleveland Thomas, Jody White. We all police officers. We've been doing this for the past 20 years. I met Jordan last year when he was approached me and Eric about doing a show about AAU, in which I play a big part of. I love introducing kids to AAU. We'll host games here in Opelousas, at Westminster Heights Christian Academy throughout the week, throughout the season. I love youth sports, football, basketball, baseball, track. We love showcasing our kids' talents here at St. Andrew Parish. And I love being a part of Under the Lights. At this time, I turn it over back to our leader of the group, Mr. Jordan Taylor.
I want to also mention a couple of our team members that could not be here tonight but play huge roles into our success. Want to introduce Holly Revere. Just had our son, beautiful baby boy. We're so proud, and we love that little boy, Espen Blake Taylor. She's out of commission, so we still want to recognize her for all the hard work she does behind the scenes. Holden Lee, buddy of mine, we've been there since day one together. Also want to introduce Mr. Cody Fontenot. Pretty much he's our chef of the group. Anything we need, he's there for us. Big Cody. Also Destin, here comes them kinder. What is it? Castiello? Castile from Kinder, Louisiana. Just joined the team recently, handling all the finance, marketing, all the money situation. He's your guy. Get with him for fundraising. Get with him for game day exposure of your businesses. And it's been a heck of a ride so far. So thank you for everyone who's been here and has helped us along the way. Am I missing anybody, team-wise?
No, we got
If
everybody.
I'm missing anybody, my apologies. Right now, I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Gary Swallow and Mr. Donald. Mr. Keefe, if you want to say something, you're more than welcome. He's got the floor now. Mr. Gary, talk to our audience and give us some words of encouragement for everyone affected with Hurricane Ida. And a lot of schools damaged, a lot of teams not being able to play, a lot of families don't have homes to go to. Mr. Gary, you have the floor now.
Well, being in the business that I'm in, I have a lot of connections throughout the state, and I was talking to some of the school owners that are devastated as far as martial arts, but this is not just for martial arts schools. This is for high schools and kids that are all across the state of Louisiana, in the New Orleans area and all that, from Homa. I was talking to one of my good friends who owns the Homa Tiger Rock School. His school was destroyed. We had the Thibodeau ones, I'm not sure, but it's not just in the martial arts school. It's we have kids that are displaced. I had people call me that are training in some of these schools that are moved here. They called me to ask me, say, can we go train here? And I said, sure. But it makes you think. It's not just about martial arts like I do, but it's about kids that are displaced, families that are displaced, families that lost lots of things, man. If you can help in any way, shape, or form, to help people that have been displaced or, with damages, or we were talking about clothes. People lost everything. Clothes drops, getting people to come in and get bare necessities. There's things like that. If you can do that, find someone that's involved with that. Go help them out, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if they call me tomorrow or the next day about going help some of our school owners and everything in that area, I'm going, because that's what we do in Louisiana. We actually help each other.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people displaced, and there's a lot of people that are hurting right now. Good friend of mine from way back, he was a martial artist in Tampa, Florida, moved back to New Orleans, which is where he's from. His house was completely destroyed. When I say completely destroyed, I mean they had took some stuff out, but they left. When they came back, there was nothing. You seeing that, and looking on Facebook, look on the news, the devastation that this caused. We as a people have to come up together and help each other. And if you're able to help in any way, please do. Search it out. Find out how you can help in any way, shape, or form, because I know I'm doing it.
Well, what we're doing this weekend, I have talked to several people in the area. We getting together with them and begin getting some monetary donations, and we getting cases of water and personal items. Thank you. That could be used. We have either I'm also a 27-year retired police officer from Opelousas Police Department. And we have some officers out there in St. Charles Parish and Jefferson Parish, and Orleans Parish that don't even know if their homes are still standing. They've been working 24-hour shifts. And my wife and I, through our organization, we are trying to make contact with them and try to bring them some water and other items that they may need. we are blessed. And the Lord knows we just saw our share
Right.
hurricanes, huh, Gary?
Oh, God,
you know,
yes.
And it worked through them,
Yeah.
And we know what these people going through. Just last year, we had Lake Charles that was hit twice,
Yeah.
But that's one thing, like you said, Louisiana people are very resilient. We know how to bounce back. We know how to share with each other,
so.
Yeah.
So let's get together, people. Let's get whatever we can, and let's shoot it over down to Orleans area, La Place area, and let's help our brothers and sisters out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a brother in Houma, and I texted him, and he said they lost a few things, but nothing they can't replace.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's I haven't talked to him since. He's got a lot on his plate, so I don't
Yeah.
want to bother him too much. But I've seen pictures out of Homer that things have been pretty much demolished. So
Yeah.
it's
And-
not good,
and
not a good thing.
The power is going to be off for a couple of weeks. Some say 2 to 3 weeks, and everybody keeps on saying, "Oh, well, they always tell you that." I said, "No,
No.
you got to understand. They had power lines, transmission lines that were completely destroyed and
Yeah.
taken down. This is going to take a while, and so." And let me tell you something. I always say this: when you're out of electricity and out of water and out of everything like that, that really makes you realize how good we have it.
Oh, I fixed that. Yeah.
It really does. So, like I said, anything you can help, whether it's water, whether it's foods, canned goods, or anything like that, clothing, anything. These people need help, and we look forward to just find these. Red Cross and the different areas. I mean, you're going to be able to hear that we're accepting donations. Help them out. Do what you can. Do what you can.
Our thoughts and prayers are with each and every one from the southeast region. A lot of kids will not play high school football Friday night, Gary.
Right.
Donald, Keith. A lot of
Yeah.
kids will not be attending school for a
For a
couple
while.
months.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the teachers, students, principals, families, friends, everyone down there in the southeast. Our prayers are with you
Right.
from everyone at Under the Lights.
Yes,
When
definitely.
you lay your head down tonight on your pillow, ladies and gentlemen, let's say a prayer for our people in the southeast corner of the state of Louisiana, all right?
Yes, most definitely.
All right.
Let's shift gears and
Yes,
let's
sir.
talk about sponsorship packet that our friend Destin came up with. 2021 Under the Lights sponsorship advertising pricing list. Here is single game prices. It's not outrageous. It's helping us out travel wise, helping us out get some better equipment to give you that much better games down the road. Anytime the teams get into the red zone, that's automatically shout out there. Your logo pops on the screen. That's just $50. Turnover. Somebody gets an interception or a fumble, right there. Your business gets a shout out right there. Timeouts. You get 3 1/4, plus you got hydration timeouts. So plenty of opportunities to get exposure for your business through timeouts. Each quarter you get 4 quarters, plus there's overtimes if that occurs. So at each quarter, your picture and business will pop up on the screen. We'll talk about you, and you will be there. That's $100. Timeouts and turnovers, $50. First downs, you're gonna have a buku load of first downs a game. So that one's $125, but you might get 30 shoutouts in one game.
Right.
So it's more exposure for you. We want to get the name out, and it's greatly appreciated if you choose Under the Lights to express. Touchdown sponsorship, $150. You get a big spot. You get a big shout out right there whenever they score. We get excited, and we get excited to talk about your business right then and there. If you want to do the year-long advertising with us, this includes everything I just listed. You will get red zone, turnovers, timeouts each quarter, first downs, touchdowns for $500. This gives you every game we cover, Thursdays, Fridays. We did 22 football games last year, all with minor equipment, and we did 22. We're looking to double that a little bit, probably in the 30 range this year. So stay with us. We are not trying to screw anybody. We're trying to help the neighbor, correct?
Correct.
We're trying to help the neighbor, and these are some fair prices to get some exposure out there to some businesses, and we will support the businesses also, whoever support us. I remember last year Kinder was so good to us towards the end of the playoffs year, so we look forward to heading down to Kinder Friday night to cover Kinder versus Welsh, and hopefully to get some home cooking.
Correct. And even better.
So sponsorships come.
Basil as well.
Yep. Sponsorships come from pregame, halftime, and postgame advertisements. Business logo with contact info will be shown on screen of each game. The staff at Under the Lights appreciates everything, and we aim to please our sponsors and viewers and hope everything meets your expectations. Fellas, any comments on that packet? I think it's a really good thing.
No,
Good
that
prices.
that was very reasonable, and there, you know, I think it's going to be something that we can help the community as well as, you know, get
Yeah.
us, you know, some more equipment and everything that we need, and, you know, pay for some of the expenses that we have.
Yep. Sam Bacon, I owe you a hat. I will bring you a hat soon. I promise. You can have this red hat that's sitting on the desk because I made you wait so long. So I will bring it to Basil next Friday night.
We got to pass right through there.
That's right.
Alrighty. Anybody wants hats and shirts, get with Holly Revere. She returns to work in 6 weeks, so you might have to wait that long. Let's go with a shout out. I want to shout out Go Preps. They're doing outstanding work for high school sports in Louisiana. Find them on their website, Twitter, Facebook page. You can find out everything you need to know from Go Preps. Great friend, and they are pretty much the front runner in high school sports right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Also, Mike Kabach from the Daily Advertiser. He gives out great articles. He's going to get interviewed from us down the road. So keep an eye out on him. He does great work for the Daily Advertiser doing all things sports. The Boot Sports with Mr. Terrell. You can find me and Keith this year covering for the Boot Sports, all LSU. And I'm going to McNeese. He's going to Central Michigan, and piecing it together down the road. So the Boot Sports, Facebook, Twitter, and their website. Also, follow the Louisiana Huskies on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, plus Zydeco Spice, Bayou Hurricanes, and us. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook also.
And we're going to be going live on YouTube shortly as well.
Yes,
So
indeed.
we're getting all that worked out as well.
I want to give a shout out to AJ Fletcher. Just earned a UFC contract.
That's it.
Over yesterday. What a flying knee it was, Gary.
It was, man.
Yeah, that was
Congratulations to the Lafayette native, AJ Fletcher, the next Lafayette native to head to the UFC.
Right. And what got me is that, you know, they were talking to Dana White, and he just pretty much went in there and he said, AJ, and he gave him a contract. I was like, I said, well, that's
I got it
well
right here.
deserved. Well deserved. Great performance. Great performance. I'm going to tell you, he's come a long way, and I know Tim Crater at Gladiators is very proud of that
Yes,
young man.
indeed. Fellas, we're going to shift gears to some football. Is that all right with you?
Let's do it.
What we're here
brother.
for, ain't it?
Time for some football.
Okay, anything y'all want to say before we get started with football?
Well, I just want to give a shout out to Lafayette Little League baseball team.
There you go.
That made it
Yeah.
to the World Series. Even though they didn't go.
Oh,
on,
yeah, they did a good job.
They made a great one.
Right.
They really
Yes,
represented
indeed.
our area.
Yeah, they did it. They did an awesome job. You know, considering with all of the COVID and everything situations, you know, they didn't have anything last year. It was the 19 whenever River Ridge took it, you know, and that's an awesome, you know, feeling, you know, to see these kids work really hard. And man, that's basically 2 trips to the World Series in a row. You know, since they didn't have one in 20, they had, you know, 19. They won it. They won everything in 19 in Louisiana and River Ridge, but this is even
We can
closer to
turn
us.
off
This
fans.
is
Yeah.
hometown.
Turn them off.
Yeah, 19 miles away from
Turn the
it.
fans off.
All right, high school football. Here we go.
Let's get started.
Just unplug.
Let's get started with COVID-related forfeits, fellas. We're going to jump off with COVID-related forfeits. Teams that have to forfeit this weekend because COVID is the issue. LHSA passed a law this year. Any game not being able to play because the team has COVID, the opposing team will win via forfeit. So we already have 5 games affected by COVID. So let's talk about them right now. First off, Lake Arthur gets the win over Basile. Basile won't return to school till Tuesday. They will be good to go next Friday, but they will have to forfeit Friday night. So Sam Bacon and the Bearcats are starting the season 0-1. We hate to hear it. We want them to settle it on the field, but that's the cards we're dealt right now.
Wow.
Church Point gets the forfeit win over Port Barry. Port Barry, St. Landry Parish COVID guidelines are not allowing this game to go on. So Church Point gets the victory over Port Barry via forfeit. Next game will be Covington gets the forfeit win over Broadmoor because of COVID. Gina gets the forfeit win over Rayville. Rayville was one of the first 2 teams to go down with COVID. They went down quick. And final game affected by COVID is the Ville Platte Showdown. I'm not sure what they call it.
The Tea-Cotton Bowl?
Tea-Cotton Bowl will
that's
not
it.
happen this year.
Oh my goodness, that is terrible.
The Tea-Cotton Bowl will not happen this year. Sacred Heart gets the victory over Ville Platte via COVID. Ville Platte is out with COVID.
Do we
So-
have some games affected by the hurricane?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, he's busy. He's
And-
got his big.
So that is our 5 games affected with COVID. Gary, you said you hated to hear it earlier. What is y'all first initial reactions hearing 5 teams have to forfeit a game because of COVID right out the gate?
Man,
I mean, it happens.
Well,
I mean, you got a traditional game being affected. You
Right.
know, the Tea-Cotton Bowl. You know, man.
that's been going on for a long time,
Very
man.
long time.
You know, the worst part, and we talked about this last year. It's sad for the kids. You know, but we have, you know, the schools and everything, and all the games very important. But the kids, I mean, you got seniors in high school that they're not going to have another one.
I think we expected this when this strain came up the 4th time around, and
Right.
it was worse than the other ones, especially in St. Landry Parish, their schools,
Yeah.
because it for some reason it hit us harder than
Right.
other places in the area.
But it's still hitting. It's hitting everywhere,
Right.
You know, and we were talking about that, and you see it happening more and more, not just in Louisiana, but I mean everywhere. I've got friends that are all over the country in our business, and we have meetings and virtual stuff, and we talk every day, and you know they're telling me, said we got hit, we lost three kids. You know, we have 3 kids out for COVID. Here, I had some that called me up. They said, "Mr. Gary, we're gonna be out for 2 weeks." You know, so it's happening all over the country. But you know,
A buddy of
golly,
mine
Jesus.
up in just south of Chicago, he said they're having to start wearing masks again back in the
Right.
stores. So
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, we were mandated. I'm not sure what it is. Today was the end of the mandate. I don't know if John Bell extended it to where we have to wear masks all the time. Because whenever we worked out, I don't know if y'all noticed whenever we got here, my students wear masks to work out.
Yes.
And that was because of the mandate that the governor put out, and I'm gonna go with it. But that's so sad to see that, because that's hard to do. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's hard to do.
All right, fellas, we just talked about the hurricane affecting a lot of schools, and on paper here, the games are showing. I'm gonna announce the cancellations because of hurricane.
yeah, Rayville, we knew it.
Yeah. Gina in Rayville was one of the first games canceled because of COVID. But here is the hurricane-related cancellations. So listen to some of these teams that don't get to play this week and keep them in your hearts. Okay? We're going to start off with Archbishop Rummel versus ULAB. That game was canceled because of Hurricane. But remember, some of these teams found other opponents, so we will talk about that later. But Archbishop Rummel out of New Orleans, that's a team right there affected. Ascension Episcopal versus South Lafourche, that game was canceled. Central Catholic versus Central Private, that game was canceled because of hurricane. Central Lafourche versus John Curtis is also canceled. Country Day versus North Lake Christian is canceled. Denham Springs versus Mandeville is off. Edna Carr versus Madison Prep, what a game that would have been.
Oh, that's gone too. I
That's
remember
gone
seeing that
also.
earlier. They canceled that game.
Really?
Yes.
Glen Oaks versus Grace King off. Gaydon versus Thrive Academy off. Hamilton Christian versus St. Thomas Aquinas is off. Highland Baptist versus Houma Christian is no longer having. Jesuit versus Woodlawn no longer having. Mamu versus Covington Christian no longer having. Psi Academy versus Ascension Catholic no longer having. St. Thomas More, Brother Martin would have been another dandy.
Yeah.
No longer having. Tara versus Hammond no longer having. Thibodeau versus Lutcher no longer having. Vanderbilt Catholic versus E.D. White no longer happen. White Castle versus Southern Lab. Ladies and gentlemen, it's
That was a lot of
right
big
there
names.
in front of your eyes how many schools
right.
and players are affected by this hurricane. So
Yeah.
keep them in your hearts. Keep them in your
We
prayers.
might not have been affected in this area,
Yeah.
but south below us, it's pretty much a war zone down there.
Houma, Thibodeau, the New Orleans area, Metairie, Kenner, South Lafourche, man, South Lafourche.
Pontchartrain Lake ain't got no
yes.
power, and they won't have
Yeah.
it for another couple months. I mean, the whole power system went down there.
Grand Isle was destroyed. I mean,
It was underwater before the hurricane even hit Grand Isle.
That
wasn't
was
it?
terrible, man.
Yep.
Camps,
Fouchon.
houses, Port Fouchon. Oh, my God.
Port Fouchon's underwater.
Yep.
Ain't much
Terrible.
there anyway, but
So that is your cancel games and your forfeit games. We're gonna shift gears and we're gonna make some picks. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's
Okay,
do
we
it.
will go. I will start off, and we're gonna go all the way down to Donald. Sounds good?
Let's
fine with
do
me.
it.
All right. What you got? Yeah, you can. Here you go, madam. Starting off Thursday night football. Here is under the lights picks for week 1 high school football. We're gonna start off Highland Baptist. They hit the road. They will go down to Gaydon and play some Thursday night football. This game was made 2 days ago because of some canceled games. So Highland Baptist versus Gaydon is the first game out the gate. I am taking Highland Baptist on the road to win this one.
same here.
Keith, you like Highland Baptist?
Yes, sir.
Gary?
I'm going with you, too.
Highland Baptist?
I think I'm going to go with Highland Baptist also.
Donald?
I'm there with you guys.
4 across the board. We all say Highland Baptist hits the road, comes back victorious. Tough game here to pick. Iowa will hit the road and play Iota. Iota, big win over Eunice last week in the Jamboree.
Right.
Whoa.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Iowa versus Iota. Iota, here's a little tricky thing here. Iota's bleachers on the visitor side is not ready for the season. So this game will be played at Rain High School. So no home field advantage here. So you got to take that into perspective.
Yeah.
Iota,
Iota.
Bulldogs, or the the Jackets, I should say, not the Yellow Jackets, the Jackets. Bulldogs, Jackets. I'm gonna say, give me Iota.
Same here.
God's country gets it
Right.
done at Rain High School.
God's country.
That's it.
Iota.
Iota.
I already hear it.
We're going 4 across the board, back-to-back games on Thursday night football. You thought it was gonna get easier, but it ain't.
Hold on, here we go.
Notre Dame Pioneers at Southside, the Sharks. Yes, indeed. The Pios. Too much in that Pio offense. I think the Pios go on the road. They get it done over Southside. Will we have our first disagreements here? Keith, you like the Pios or you like the Sharks?
Oh, Notre Dame.
You like Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Can't wait for that Notre Dame LCA matchup.
Either Notre Dame.
You like Notre Dame?
I think too much firepower.
Donald, you like Southside. I know you do it. I know you like
Southside.
you like Southside.
Yeah,
or
I
Fir-
think the Sharks will pull it out. You know, the Sharks, man, that's really a team that.
They're a real good team.
Yeah,
You know
look,
some-
I mean, people be looking over the South Side, but let me tell you,
You know something else?
for the
Well,
past 2
I'm
or 3
going. I'm
years,
going
they
on a
made it.
previous.
Right.
I always go on the '80s group. I shouldn't, but I do because Notre Dame was a team that they didn't mess
Right.
with back in our day.
You know something
I'm
else?
gonna go with South
I
Side
don't blame
on
you.
this
I don't blame
You
you.
know something else? Southside, brand new to the Wing T this
one.
year.
Yes. Yes.
We talked about that
Yeah.
earlier. I'm gonna tell you, and that's what I know Coach Fontenot and them at Southside. I think they do a real good job. As a matter of fact, when I had my school in Youngsville, I taught his son, and you know, I'm gonna tell you something. He's done a magnificent job
Yeah, he
with coming from nothing, because it's a brand new school. I mean, and he's doing it. But I still think that Notre Dame's gonna give him a little bit of
It
a.
would be 3-1.
Hey,
Yes, indeed.
that's,
We like that.
That's
We-
why. That's why we're in America. We can have disagreements and still be all right. You know.
Yes.
All right, Elton will play at Vinton. This game could go either way. I hear Elton's better this year. I hear Vinton's pretty good also. I'm going to stick with the home team here. Don't know much about both teams out the gate, so I'm going to go Vinton at home.
I'm gonna go with Vinton as well.
Like
I think.
Vinton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna go with Vinton
Event-
too, home.
I haven't heard much.
home field advantage,
advantage,
and
Elton's got a good team, but it's home field. So
Elton's. They were.
didn't play no
were
football
struggling.
last year.
Yeah, they were struggling.
Yeah.
For the last few years, and I know they're on their way back. But I think Vinton has got everything kicking. So they didn't have to worry about a lot of things. Like with all the hurricanes and stuff. So they've been working full force. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be all right.
Last game on Thursday Night Football that we are picking, it will be Pickering at Grand Lake. Does the state runner-ups in 1A get it done at home? Does Grand Lake defend their home turf, or does Pickering spoil the party? Grand Lake might have lost a couple foes this year, but I can't pick against them this early in the year. I got to say Grand Lake at home until I see more of this Grand Lake team.
yeah, same here. Grand Lake as well.
Myself, I'm gonna go Grand Lake because we've watched them last year, and I don't know what they lost, but the state runner-ups. They're gonna come out with a vengeance, try to get back there. So I'm gonna go with Grand Lake.
Same here, Grand Lake.
4 across the board. Good deal. We will shift gears to Friday night football. If we missed any games that you would like us to pick from Thursday night, put it in the comment section and we will pick it. But we will go Friday night football. First game. And this is a very interesting game. When I tell you a little story about Leesville, you're gonna get a little shocked. Okay? Leesville at Jennings. Jennings got Etienne in the backfield coming back for his senior year. Looks better than ever. Jennings at home over Leesville. Here's a little thing to think about. Leesville has not played a scrimmage or a jamboree yet because they're coming back from COVID this week.
Oh, wow.
So think about that. Think about that when you make your pick here.
And they have to face Jennings right off the bat.
Right off the
Yeah.
back, they get Jennings out the gate on the road.
That's Jennings.
That's
Yep.
not good.
Yeah.
ATN is gonna have a field day.
You like Jennings across the board.
Correct.
Okay?
Wish his brother stayed healthy though. His
Yeah.
brother's out for a
For the
while.
whole season.
He's
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Marksville at Bunkie. Last year, Bunkie made a lot of noise in their
Yeah, they did.
in their division. Can Bunkie repeat the success, or does Marksville go on the road and take down Bunkie? Last year, Bunkie was our surprise at the end of the year.
Yeah, it was.
But do they still have the same staff? I know my friend. I don't think he's still with them anymore. Remember, Mikey?
That's why I said these week one picks are hard to pick.
I don't know if ever he's still with them. But they had a good team last year.
Exactly.
So.
They're at home, too.
Marksville. So I'm gonna probably go with Bunkie.
Yeah, I got to go Bunkie myself.
Same here.
Bunky.
Bunkie, okay. I like this game here. I like this game a lot. Avoyelles is becoming a team that's talked about weekly. They get Rain out the gate. Rain, 4A team, will take on a 2A Avoyelles team. And I'm saying right now, the 2A team is favored to win this game over the 4A. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know, Avoyelles, and we talked about this last year. It depends on what side of the bed they get up on, man.
Cool. You seen what they did in that jamboree?
I know. That's what I'm
Are
saying.
they going to be that way
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah, that's the
Because
thing.
one week they'd run off 40 points, the next week they'd go 0.
We'll have to talk about it
Right.
Friday night. What team showed up, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm saying Avoyelles at home. I think Avoyelles is going to win a lot of games this year.
I'm gonna go with a ball.
Yeah, with knowing what they can do. I mean, after, like you said, and we talked about that last year, they could play a great team, a team that, and they'd just blow them out the water, and then they could go against another team and just lose because they turned the ball over, because there was just no consistency last year, really. So I'm like you. I think they're probably going to get a lot of that straightened out, and I think Avoyelles is going to do it.
I know I'm gonna get a phone call tomorrow from my friend Coach Brian Mouton for Rain. But Coach, much love to you, but I have to go across the river.
Avoyelles as well from me. 4 across the board.
About the Oberlin Tigers hitting the road, going to play a really good Rose Pine football
Rose Pine
team.
team was good last year.
They were good last year. Remember, we don't know much about these teams at the beginning of the year besides scrimmages and jamborees.
Yeah, you really can't.
But we have to go off of our gut instinct week 1. And my gut is telling me Rose Pine does not lose many games at home. I'm going Rose Pine at home. It's a hard pick to make right there because Oberlin was so good last year.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go Rose Pine at home.
I'm going to go with Oberlin.
Okay?
I'm going with Oberlin myself.
Good deal.
I'm going with Oberlin myself.
They're
were-
a really good team.
they
They
were
were a
really
really
good ball
good
club.
team last
I
year.
just,
They surprised me. That was
I
another
think
one that
Rose
kinda
Pine plays
snuck up
well
on
at
us.
home. That's why I went their route.
Right. And I agree with that. They do play well at home, but I mean, Oberlin is just,
Yeah.
they had such a good team. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but like you said, it's early. We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
We'll have a lot of 1-0s and 0-1s next
Right.
week to
Yes,
choose
right.
from. How about St. Louis at Crowley? Crowley, new coach in town. St. Louis, pretty good team last year. What's going to happen here? Does the coach get his first career win for Crowley? Or does St. Louis come down the interstate and take this one? I say St. Louis is a damn good football team. They beat Barb in the Jamboree. I'm rolling with St. Louis.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, me too. I had to
Wow.
go St. Louis.
You like
I'm going
Crowley?
No, I'm going St. Louis.
Okay.
They beat
Yeah.
Barb, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big step.
because last year, half Barb's teams were with
Right.
everybody else.
Right.
And they earned all state championships. I mean,
Right.
you got some of them that didn't play and didn't earn anything, but you got other ones that went to other schools
Well-
and came home with either runner-ups or state
Right.
championships.
Well, I think Crowley's on the right track.
Yes.
But I just, they got a new staff and everything in there, and they got talent around that area. I mean, the Crowley area is full of talent. It's just to see how they're gonna do it, but I don't think
I
they're
give
gonna
them
be
another
there.
year.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna take another
It's a
year. to get
rebuilding
it.
year.
Okay. Maryville at Pine Prairie. Quick pick here. I'm going Pine Prairie.
Really?
A lot of talks with Pine Prairie. There's a lot of hype over there in Pine Prairie this year. I'm going
What-
Pine Prairie.
They win a game last year?
Yes,
Yes,
won a
they
couple-
actually did.
Did they win a couple
And they
games?
look good in their
Oh, did they?
scrimmage and jamboree. I was told.
Is Maryville?
Maryville, 1A.
1A.
And Pine Prairie 180.
Yeah.
Pine Prairie's 2A.
2A.
Oh, okay.
No, I take that back. Pine Prairie's a 3A team.
Yeah, I was getting
Pine
ready to say.
Prairie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pine Prairie. Yeah, I think.
Just
I think
because
they're-
of this next one's going
Yeah,
to
well,
be an
they
easy
had a
one.
new
I'm gonna
staff.
go-
I'm
yeah.
gonna go with.
I'm gonna go with Pine Prairie too. They have a nice receiver over there. Arduin, and I want to see him catch the ball. I'm gonna go with Pine Prairie. in
Pine
this
Prairie.
Yeah.
What we win across the board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This game made today. Mamu at North Central. Somebody's going to get their first win here. Will it be Mamu or will it be North Central? Fellas,
Man.
I will say, new coach in town at North Central getting the Chiefs together. I'm giving him a chance week 1. If he lets me down, week 1, then we have to talk. But I'm giving him a chance week 1, and I say North Central at Donald Gardner. This game will be played at Donald Gardner Friday night. We'll get the close win over Mamou.
Yeah.
I'm going North Central on this one,
Same
Yeah,
here.
my moves just, and they've just been down.
Four
down,
across the
down.
board,
So, yeah, North
boys.
Central.
So, new coach in town. We wish him the best of luck this year, turning that program around. Bolton at Beauchamp. Don't.
yeah. You just said new
Yeah.
coach in town.
Yeah.
Wells Cooley says Avoyos controls clock extremely well. That's a great note there to keep in our stats. Bolton versus Beauchamp, new coach in town, like Donald said. Anybody knows much about Bolton?
No, not really.
much. But
But they're playing.
They're playing at Beauchamp. They're going to be inspired. I think
Right.
Beauchamp's going to be excited under new cadence. They had a spring. They had a jamboree. I think Beauchamp's going to be excited. I think Beauchamp gets it done at home, but I don't know the point spread here. I don't know if it's going to be close or not.
Coach Jones come from New Iberia.
Right.
Yeah, and New Iberia, I mean, he comes from a good feeder program, what I'm saying, because New Iberia turns
Yeah.
out some good kids, good
Yeah.
coaches. On this one here, I would say Beauchamp. He gonna be
Yeah.
interested. I think Beauchamp
Yeah.
will pull this
I'm
one out.
interested to see where they fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Bolton, really.
I don't either.
So I'm gonna go Beauchamp. You gotta stick with the homeboys.
Yeah, yeah.
We're across the board?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Kaplan at North Vermilion. Another guy,
Awesome game.
brand new to the coaching staff. Kaplan, brand new head coach. He came from Vermilion Catholic. So, Kaplan at North Vermilion. I'm still on the Kaplan train here.
Yeah,
I'll give
like
it
the
a
Pirates.
second.
Yeah,
I think I
Kaplan.
like them too. I'm
I
gonna
like the
stick with them.
Pirates. Now,
Yeah.
because we got a helmet for him.
Yeah, and by the way, we do like the helmet.
no, that's Kinder.
that's Kinder.
Oh, that's Kendall. I'm sorry, that's true.
Y'all get it
Okay,
together.
we got to get another K though. We got to get another one, man.
Okay, here's an interesting game. Lowerville, no. Catholic New Iberia at Vermilion Catholic. The Screaming Eagles. Name a tougher environment to play in besides Vermilion Catholic.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a beast to
Yeah,
play with. I mean,
especially at home.
They lost
Yeah.
2 coaches this year. One of them is a head coach at Westminster, and one of them is a head coach at Kaplan. So they lost
Oh,
2
wow.
offensive. One of them's offensive coordinator, and I think the other one's a defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Right.
So they got to have a new offensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator for Vermilion
We
Catholic.
watched them play.
Wow.
We watched them play in the Jamboree, Gary.
Yeah.
They beat who? No. They
No,
lost to
they
St.
lost-
Ed's
they lost to
3-0.
St. Ed's 3-0, yeah.
Okay, I'm going Catholic New Iberia.
Yeah.
Too many athletes
I
at
was
New,
getting
Catholic
ready
New
to say-
Iberia.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they had that, but so I think I'm going to go with New Iberia also.
Too many athletes over there. But the Screaming Eagles, tough environment to play in.
Well, yeah, no,
They're
I
going to
mean,
be excited.
It's going to be a good game. It's just I
Yeah.
think with them losing the offensive and defensive coordinator, that they got to get some new ones in there. There's going to be not everything's going to be cohesive in a sense
Right.
because your quarterback and your linebackers are not. I mean, who knows? You never know. It might be a good
Another
fit. I don't know.
Another note. Vermilion Catholic going with the backup quarterback this week is what I read in the news.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then that only
It
adds-
increases
adds-
it.
Louisville lost to Kinder in a classic game in the quarters last year. They're looking to make a push with returning quarterback. The Twins. One plays quarterback, one plays receiver. Name a
Oh,
better
yeah.
duo in the area. Louisville hits the road. They will take on ERAF. A lot of people think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I think Louisville rolls.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very ugly. I think Louisville's going to just run all over them.
Tell me something, fellas. New Iberia Senior High at Bro Bridge Tigers. Loteef is that's his name, correct? He come from Kaplan, the coach. Somebody let me know what the coach from Kaplan was. He's the new head coach at Bro Bridge, is what I'm getting at.
I think so, yeah.
Loteef?
Yeah, Loteef.
Okay, I
came
don't want to
from,
get that
Cal.
wrong.
But I still have to go to New Iberia.
I'm going
I'm going to New Iberia.
I think Breaux Bridge is going to be better this year, but I think New Iberia gets it done, even though Lowerville beat New Iberia in the Jamboree this past weekend.
Correct.
Yeah.
You like New Iberia, Keith?
Yeah, New Iberia.
Across the board?
Yes.
Okay.
Same with Laurelville too.
Oh man, this is a tough one.
We got two.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm going with my time.
I knew that. I knew
They
that.
could be playing against.
I knew that.
They could
I
be
said
playing
that.
against Tampa
Gotta
Bay.
go with that
I'm
one right
going
there.
with that.
We got to put that in front of
Come
him.
on,
Yeah.
Coach Jimmy Zachary.
Oh
Let's
man.
go. I'm going with the. I always pick
Yeah,
OHS.
pass it down.
Interesting.
Pass it
by
down,
that.
Here you go.
man.
Here you go. Here you go.
Give me the
We
OC
gotta
one.
Get some stickers.
Give me the OC one.
There you go. Yeah, take that over there. My tag is right here, and we're gonna polish up.
It is
My Tigers.
Opelousas High Tigers versus the Turlings Catholic Rebels. We have two alums sitting at the table for Opelousas High. I'm going to start off the picking Turlings Catholic at home.
Tigers. Tigers.
Turlins.
Oh my God, I was gonna buy y'all a supplement. Opelousas High. The thing about Opelousas High School, these kids put in so
The
much.
freshmen and sophomores.
And the thing about it is that they starting off a freshman.
Right.
Yeah.
A freshman.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough game out the gate.
Yeah. And
But he has been putting these kids against
Turlings
tougher
put it
teams.
on Southside in the Jamboree.
Right.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
And the thing about it is too is I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't get a chance to go to y'all
Interview?
interview and everything with it, but I watched it and I was very impressed with the way the coach, basically talked about his team, and I was very impressed about the team whenever you talk to them. I think they're on the right track. But
I give it another year.
You're going against
I have
Turlings
to-
Catholic.
Excuse
You
me,
know.
I had to make this comment by Alice Fondo. Kevin Manuel at Mambo as a coordinator this year. They would take North Central. Well, Mr. Alice Fondo, we shall see, sir. I'm going to call you out on this.
Look.
Make sure you keep your phone on Friday night.
Look, Alex Funnel, right here. That's Mr. Northwest.
That's Mr. Northwest night, but he been on the North Central Mambo game. I thought he was a Raider man.
Yeah.
All righty,
Go
folks.
ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's cool. That's cool.
We went split.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I just have to see them play week one, Mr. Donald.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I have to see OHS play week
Yeah,
one.
yeah. That week one will define them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you will. Because Turtles ain't no pushover.
Oh no.
Turlings is, and they're
They
playing.
got some solid
at
boys,
Turlings.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, and I'm gonna tell you, beautiful facility.
Yeah.
Turf field, everything like
And this could be flipped if they were at Donald Gardner.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so. But
Okay.
Turlings is always tough, man.
Yep.
No matter
Turlings
where
is
you
always
play
tough.
them at.
Oakdale at Stain Ed's. Oakdale was better last year. Stain Ed's had one of their best years in most likely school history. I don't know much about their history, but probably school history. So we will say St. Ed's at home will get it done.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. San Diego.
Four across the
What are you
board.
talking about a matchup next week?
Right.
St. Ed's Basile next week.
Right.
That doesn't get any better.
You're right.
Ooh.
But we watched St. Ed's,
Jamboree.
and the Jamboree, and honestly, we talked about it. We wish that because they played against VC,
VC.
right? We were talking about that was the game that we wanted to see 4 quarters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't want to see just
quarters.
two 10-minute halves. We wanted to see 4 quarters of that, and because it was
Four
that was a
12-minute
very
halves.
interesting and very solid ball game.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, I think St. Ed's is going to come out a little bit. I don't know anything about Oakdale right now, but
They say they're going to make a run in this week.
yeah, they should.
See
I
how
think they
far
should.
back we are. The helmet's still
All
right
right.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next game will be Northside Vikings at Northwest Raiders.
Oh, here we go, Alice Fondo. Where you at, Mr. Fondo?
Give me the Raiders at home.
I will tell you, when we did the...
How they say that in the NFL?
Yeah.
When we did an interview over there with the coaches, and the players, I was very impressed with that quarterback and his receivers combination.
Yeah.
I think I think the offensive line will give the Raiders quarterback some time, and I think he gonna pick some people up. You
Well,
know,
we-
he's gonna pick his receivers as he goes.
We're gonna be covering the Raiders in a couple weeks
Right,
when
yeah.
these two teams right here meet up.
Meet up, right.
Kinder, Northwest in a couple weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be doing that in a couple.
Okay.
But,
I think Northwest will take this one. What y'all think?
Think so?
Yeah. I
Oh
think
yeah,
Northwest,
definitely.
Yep.
Northwest across the board.
Opelousas Catholic Vikings at Eunice
Another
High.
good one.
Fellas, both teams coming off Jamboree losses. This game will be played at Eunice High. Gary Swallow, let the crowd know that we saw a wing tee from the Vikings.
We did.
Last week.
We saw a wing tee.
Come on.
Opelousas Catholic was running a wing tee, and I was like going, "Oh my God!" Now,
Did they? I mean, I know they lost, but who they beat? I mean, who beat them?
Ascension Episcopal.
Ascension Episcopal.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't pretty.
Come on.
It wasn't pretty. It was, I hate to say it that way. It wasn't.
We'll keep it choppy.
But it was a new offense, and that's what I think what the trouble was. And you know, I guess you could say it wasn't that you're learning a whole new offense, and I think that's what really made it to where
Just
we had a
had
lot of
to switch.
mistakes and everything like that. But I honestly think that it's going to be a closer game than you think.
You think so?
But I think Eunice is going to overpower them in the end. I mean, I'm sorry. You're looking at a big team, you know, compared to.
I like Eunice at home.
Yeah.
Eunice is the better team
yeah,
on paper.
On paper, most definitely.
Who's going to execute? I think it's Eunice.
Oh, most definitely.
I still have to go with Opelousas team. Opelousas Catholic. You know.
Right.
Oh Lord, Miss Lucetta will give me for this one.
But
I'm gonna. I like Opelousas Catholic. I have an ex-brother-in-law coaches over there. They got a good team. They've always had decent football teams. But I'm going to have to go with Eunice from what they did last year. I just hope they don't stomp like they did last year and score 77 points on the team.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, that would be just.
But like I said, the key that we talked about whenever we watched, OC at Ascension Episcopal, is I've never seen OC in a wing tee. I've seen them in a straight tee back in the day. They ran a straight tee, but they never ran a wing tee. And I was like, oh my God! And then, but now they execute. There were some plays they executed well.
Yeah.
But in the overall scheme of it, you could tell that they were learning it.
Yeah.
So that's why I gotta go with Eunice.
Well, you see, the thing about it, Eunice defense is, I mean, I'm saying I want to go with Opelousas Catholic because it's a home team, but Eunice always had an awesome defense.
Right.
I mean, man, if OC don't bring their A game, it's gonna be a long night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It'll be
They're going to have to be on the top of their game against them.
Listen to this matchup.
Okay.
Out the gate, we get Cecilia and St. Martinville. Folks,
Wow.
let me tell you something. A lot of people are praising this St. Martinville football team. They saying this is the real deal. St. Martinville could make a run for the Dome. Is what I'm hearing. I have to see them play. I think
Last year they had a good team.
they're really
They
good.
had a real good team
I
last
think
year.
they're really, really good. And I think they get it done week 1.
Right.
Oh, same here.
I heard the same thing, Jordy, about that. And I think St. Martinville is going to overpower Cecilia. I just think they're gonna do
Well,
it.
guys, I'm telling you now, Cecilia ain't no pushover.
Nope.
No, they're not.
No.
But
they have shown that they can play on either field. Whereas Opelousas High School field, Brobridge field, they could get the job done.
You gotta also look at it. Cecilia lost to Karen Crow only 12-10 in the Jamboree.
Right.
Exactly.
So-
And there was a last-second drive that
Yeah.
basically won.
But
So this
That's
one
where I'm
here,
rolling.
If I had to do something, I had to toss a coin on this one.
Right.
You know, you're right there in the parish, the same parish. I mean, you got look.
I'm excited. Excited to see
Yeah.
how both teams are fair.
But I'm gonna go many more. I would go. You didn't mean many more in this one, Miss Young.
Yeah.
One stop on St. Martinville.
All righty. 4 across the board.
Right.
How about Travis Blaze with the Westminster Christian
I
Academy?
like Coach
I
Travis.
I like Travis.
Yeah. And I think they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it.
Westminster at Jeanerette. Can Westminster go on the road and win go 1-0.
There you go.
There you go.
1-0, sir.
1-0.
1-0.
And guess
1-0.
what?
Yeah,
Guess what,
1-0.
Mr. Donald?
Yep.
I think so.
They're
You
going
with
to
that?
go 1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
Give
That's
me
it.
Westminster on the road.
Same here.
Yep.
Yeah.
1-0 all year long.
Right.
All righty. Next game.
Hold on. I see you, Chris Esprit. I'm shining up. I don't have no fear, Chris. And our Tigers, I'm shining up, Chris Esprit. Thank you for enjoying.
Next game, Abbeville at St. Mary. This game will be played at Northwestern State University. Abbeville so far has played a scrimmage and a jamboree, and they're getting a lot of high praise. They're getting a lot of praise in Abbeville. St. Mary, always good football in St. Mary. Disciplined, strong kids. They play the game the right way. I say Abbeville goes on the road and shocks St. Mary's at Northwestern State. That's my opinion. What are y'all's?
I don't know.
I'm
They
going
said
Abbeville.
what the article I read was a lot of speed from this Abbeville team.
I haven't really heard that much about either one of
one
them.
of them,
Now
yeah.
you said that.
But you know me, I
said they're
dive
supposed to
into
have-
it.
Yeah, they're supposed to have. If they have speed and they're playing at the university of that, they're going to be on artificial turf. It's going to be that. So I'll go with Abbeville.
Let me ask y'all something.
Yes, sir.
Right quick. Is it different from playing on artificial turf and natural
Yes.
grass? I mean, I never played on.
Yeah, it is. It's
You get a lot,
Lot faster.
Okay.
you get the speed and you can cut more. You can cut faster.
Okay.
You're not going to be slipping out well unless it's now.
Yeah,
Some
that's-
of them there's
some of
real
them
good
get slick.
drainage,
Yeah.
but some of them have some issues with the
Depends on
pebbles
how-
and
depends on
stuff.
how old.
Oh,
old
And
the
it
turf is.
depends on when it was put in, but majority of the time, you get a faster group out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so on this here, who we going with?
I'm going there with Abbeville.
Yeah. No.
Hey, coach has bounced around for a while. I think he's found a home at Abbeville. He's been at Gaydon. He's been at other places that we've seen in the past. You know that coach from
Right.
over there. He's been a couple places. But next game up, Bruley, Port Allen. This is a rivalry game that
Right.
has a lot of people's
Across
attention.
the river from each other.
They play each year, and it's there's a special name for it. I can't think of it off the tack, but they play each other each year. I like Bruley's defense. I like Bruley's coaching staff. I think Bruley goes on the road and gets it
Well,
done.
in this game right here, you know, Port Allen and Bruley, they always have a rivalry in basketball, and that transforms over to football.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Most
'cause
definitely.
I know the past couple of seasons, man, Port Allen been
Ooh.
tearing them up in the
Right.
Yes,
basketball.
indeed.
So, I'm gonna take Bruley on this one.
Bruley
Yeah.
on my end as well.
Yeah.
Bruley?
Yep.
Yep. Bruley across the board. I absolutely love this matchup, Gary.
Me too.
Catholic Appoinkapee Hornets versus Livonia Wildcats. The battle of new roads. Somebody's getting bragging rights for a year.
I have to go with my friend, my brother, my neighbor, Coach Vinny Valera.
Oh, Vinny.
Vinny. I can't say enough about Vinny. You know, I'm happy that he got that position over there. Perkapee, Livonia, Patrick Queen. Patrick, I know you're going to shoot me out on Facebook on this Patrick Queen, but I have to go with,
I'm going with Point Catholic
Yeah.
Point Capee.
Right.
Gary, I don't go against Livonia often. But in this
No,
instance, give me that hard-nosed,
Yeah.
gritty football team from Point Capee Catholic Hornets.
And that's
Right.
what Coach Belair brings to the table. Coach Belair is a hard-nosed yet Christian type coach. You know, he coached our son in position at running back, and he was straight up forward. But our son had told him, look, you know, if you want to run my ball, you got to run that ball up the middle with grit. You know, and after that, my son led the state with all rushing yards. You know, so I have to go with Perkapee on this one.
Fellas, it's not about to get easy. Here comes some game of the week caliber games to choose from. Folks in the chat, keep giving us your picks. We will get to you soon. It's not about to get easy. Go with your gut here. We can go off of last
Yeah.
year's teams. We don't know much about these teams.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right, Coach Quentin Lamb. Coach Quentin Lamb from Eunice Bobcats. You can tell Coach Young go Bobcats. Okay,
Right.
Coach Lamb, you got that.
Where's yeah? He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Oh, were we late? Let me catch up. All right, we're good. Ready or not, here we go. Mangum High School lost in the semis last year to the Kinder Yellow Jackson. It was a game of the century
Right.
type.
They hungry, Jordan. They hungry.
Oh, I heard they're good.
They hungry.
They will take on
Yeah, they gon'
4P 1A state champs. 4 in a row.
Grove.
Oak
I
Grove.
have to go with Magnum on this one.
Hold on. Has anybody beat Oak Grove in a while, Gary?
No.
Mangum does it. Week 1.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Give me Mangum.
Yeah.
Week
Same here,
one.
Mangum.
So you say Mangum's going to go to Oak
To
Grove?
Oak Grove.
Oak Grove.
And be-
Yes.
Sorry, not doing it.
We woke
You like Oak Grove?
I'm going Oak Grove.
3-1.
No, I'm sorry. I think Mangum's going to be better,
Magnum
but
will pull
man,
us off.
I
He
think
gonna
Oak
pull the
Grove.
upset.
I don't see it.
I think so, Gary.
I like that matchup though.
I think I'm gonna tell you.
That's a playoff caliber
The
matchup.
Point Capee Livonia was a good. I like this matchup, Mangum and Oak Grove, better.
Uh-oh, we woke the baby.
But
Bring him here, Mama. Bring him here. I want to
Oak
show
Grove.
show the fans.
Okay, Mr. Scott Burnett. If I'm saying his name right, Scott Burnett said St. Martinville athletes get it done. Close game though.
Mr. Scott, we interviewed him a couple months ago
Okay.
right here. He opened up the Hitting Academy, also
Right.
offensive lineman on the Bayou Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Union Parish, the Farmers,
I never
with
heard.
with Trey Holly.
Uh-huh.
Trey Holly trying to break the all-time leading rushing record. He has 2 years to do it.
Okay.
This man has offers everywhere.
Right.
Trey Holly's the real deal.
Okay.
But
They playing Manny though.
They're playing
they're
Manny
playing
in
the
Manny.
2A state champs in Manny. Have you ever seen them enter the field?
Yeah.
Fireworks everywhere. This team, you have to see this entrance after we go off live. It's something to see.
Okay.
Union Parish at Manny. Give me Trey Holly and Union Parish.
I'm going Manny.
Manny.
I'm going Manny too.
Manny.
I'm gonna go Union Parish on this.
Split, baby. I like that matchup, man. I want
That
to
is a good
watch
matchup.
that matchup.
That is a good matchup.
Union Parish, Manny.
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 Union Parish.
Manny.
Fairy Day. They fast,
Yes, they are.
but they're playing Alexandria. And Alexandria, 5A, they've been in the top 5 the last few years.
Right.
About to say, yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one to pick. I think home field advantage stands
Right.
up in this one. Give me Alexandria.
I'm going Alexandria myself.
Yeah, myself.
Faraday.
Faraday?
Yeah.
They got some loaded athletes over there,
That's
boy.
what I'm just.
You got that 3-1.
I got Faraday.
Zachary
And
has done had an
Felicia.
opponent. They done had 3 opponents in 2 days, Donald.
What?
Zachary done had 3 opponents in 2 days.
Well, I know one was the Jamboree.
No.
No.
No, within the past 3 days, they've
Yeah,
changed
they've
opponents
changed
3
opponents
times.
3
East Ascension, another team,
okay.
and then West Feliciana.
All because of
The
different
hurricane.
things. The hurricane, yeah.
Okay.
Give me Zachary on the road. West Feliciana, beautiful stadium that they just put down turf-wise.
Right.
But I like Zachary.
I have to
Yes.
go to West Feliciana on this.
West Feliciana.
Man,
Same here.
Or they
West
back.
Feliciana.
I'm surprised they could play because their hurricane passed through there.
Is West Feliciana back? That's the question we have to
That's
look
me.
for. They had a down year last year.
Right.
Will they be back?
I don't know. It's hard to pick against Zachary.
It's hard to pick against Zachary. They're in the top 5 and 5A every year also.
Yeah.
I know my friend Chris Ledoux, he's the strength conditioning coach.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you said Zachary? Oh, well, then I'm changing my pick then. I'm going to go with Zach.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Zach.
He's also then one of the announcers on the game, too.
Zachary,
Zachary.
4
I didn't
across
realize
the
he was
board.
coaching over there. I mean,
For all 4. How about University Lab versus Central?
Is that Central Catholic?
No, that's
That's
Central
Central.
Baton Rouge.
Central Baton Rouge.
Oh.
They're gonna be. That's gonna be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be ULab, though, gets
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah.
Well, ULab with their athletes that they have in Central. Yeah, I gotta go ULab.
Same here, ULAB. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. How about a team that's on a quest for a 5-peat? It's only been done once,
Right.
and John Curtis
Curtis
earns
High
that
School.
title. Can LCA right the ship and go down in 5-peat this year? They have a grueling first half of the season schedule
Yeah.
to get through. But this team, when they get in the playoffs, they're going to be scary because they're going to be battle tested. They lost a lot, but they gained a lot too.
Right.
LCA at Westgate. Westgate's going to be rocking. Westgate is going to be rocking. Holden Lee says Westgate with the upset,
Yeah,
and they will take down
yeah,
LCA.
Yeah.
I say LCA gets it done week 1.
yeah.
I'm not picking against LCA right now. I'm not gonna do
LCA
it.
all the way across.
I'm not gonna do it.
Now I have to go to Westgate.
You like
Yeah,
the
you're
upset?
West-
I have to go to Westgate.
You and Holden both like that upset.
Yeah.
So you, no,
3-1.
LCA, Westgate.
Okay. Ruston at Neville. Neville and West Monroe had a dandy of a jamboree they played in. Ruston, I don't want to say it, Mr. Donald. Did you see the score?
Yes, 27-0. I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah, they put some
So
numbers
so
on.
you so that's a
Yeah.
a really good football team.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Ruston's always had a good team, though.
Opposite sides goes up there.
right.
They wanted to play.
Exactly.
They didn't want to sit down and see, what they're capable of doing. They wanted to go play.
Yeah, they're
You know,
playing a
and-
top 5 team right
Yeah,
now.
Ruston. So,
They
and they
did.
lost 27-0. But what I understand from the coaches, they saw some good things, they saw some bad things they need to work on.
Right.
But they saw some good things going up there. So,
That's a good thing because you got majority of them are freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got a few juniors thrown in there, and then you got very, very few seniors.
Yeah.
So it's a rebuilding year, but yet if the coach is seeing promise, then that's
Yeah.
a great thing.
Yeah.
Ruston on the road to Neville. Neville, one of the toughest places to play in the state of Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah.
Neville at home.
Remember back in the day, Bob?
It was always hard.
Neville was always number one in our group when we were going to school.
It's another coin toss up.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go with Ruston.
Ruston.
I gotta go with Ruston too.
Ruston?
From what I've seen the last,
When we
especially
went, we went and
up
watched them
there,
last year. They
Yeah.
were a good little team.
Yeah,
Neville,
they
Ruston.
I'm gonna
Ruston.
go Neville on this one.
Neville. Okay, we got a split.
Okay.
Manny is the home team, by the way. Alrighty. Next game. Holy cow. Holy cow. Madison
is-
Prep with
this is
Zion
gonna be-
Chris. St. Thomas More with Walker Howard. Zion Chris committed to UL.
Yeah.
Walker Howard committed to LSU. We about to see some fireworks
At the same
at
time.
Cougar Stadium.
Walker Howard, his blindside tackle, have to be on his A game because the defensive end, I forgot that young man's name, but he signed with LSU.
Yeah.
And Walker, that offensive line have to protect Walker.
You talk about a guy that can sling it, huh?
Yeah, he can sling it. He got some pepper on that throat. Yeah, he got some pepper, but
Have you ever
but
seen
that
Zion
guard,
Chris
that-
live? Have you ever seen the quarterback for Madison Prep play live?
No, I haven't.
I watched them play West Feliciana last year. The guy is special.
Come on, man.
We interviewed him 2 years ago in New Roads, and the guy, outstanding interview, and he was smaller then.
Yeah.
He done shot up.
Yeah, he's
a
got
senior
some
now,
size.
and he's committed to UL, and I think this is going to be a game of the week caliber.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay then. Well, who we picking now?
St. Thomas More only because it's at home.
Right.
Cougar Stadium. Have you seen that student section?
Yeah.
No.
They showed out for the jamboree
Yes,
deep.
yes.
I think Walker Howard just enough in the fourth quarter, late touchdown.
Right.
I have a real close friend over there. Of course, Jeff Jones. He's the head boys basketball coach at Madison Prep. And I know I'm gonna get a phone call from that voice tomorrow. But,
I'm gonna go with Madison Prep.
You going, Madison?
Yes, ma'am. I think the
I-
quarterback. I think the quarterback's going to take it. It's going to be a really close game. It might be one way or the other, but I'm going to go with
Zion?
yeah.
Zion, yeah. I gotta go with STM, dude.
I mean, I like STM. I picked them at first, and I got thinking about it, and you got more. The quarterback's what changes it. You know,
That's gonna
Yeah.
be the outcome.
Linemen's are
Quarterbacks.
great.
Who gonna
Linemen's
be
are good,
Which
but
quarterback
yet-
will have the better game?
Who's
Yeah.
gonna limit the mistakes? Who's gonna execute down the stretch?
Right.
Jordan,
That's
let me
the
tell
key.
you, I saw that kid play, and I saw him at camp. That kid from the defensive end
Madison Prep.
from Madison Prep.
See, you got two versus
I don't think
one there,
I don't think
so-
Howard holds the ball that long, so
Okay.
I think he gets it out in 3 seconds or less. They run the
still,
hell out of that RPO.
I have to. I'm going for the upset.
I like it.
I'm going for the upset. I think Madison Prep will go into Cougar Den and take it out. No disrespect to STM, but I think Madison Prep will pull it off.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
How about the game that we get to cover this week? The Welsh Greyhounds versus the Kinder Yellow Jackets. Fun fact here, 6 of the last 8 state championship games had either Kinder or Welsh in the title game,
Right.
representing 2A. This is a rivalry that goes decades, if I'm correct here. Let me know if I'm wrong, Destin. But this is a rivalry game. Both teams travel well whenever they play each other. The stands are going to be packed, and we can't wait to see it.
Correct.
Look at that bum.
I'm going Kinder.
Yeah, I have to work with Kinder.
I'm Kinder, man.
I'm going
I like Kinder Yellow Jacket. Hey, he went Westgate with you.
Yeah.
4 across the board.
Right.
Kinder.
Kinder, 4 across the board. Final game of our Friday slate, and it's the best for
The
last.
best one, that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be a
You
doozy.
got the 4A state champion Karen Crow Golden Bears versus the 5A state champs, the Acadiana Wrecking Rams. This game will be played at Ted Dotson Stadium. This game will last an hour with both of those Veer offenses.
Right. You
This
right.
game will last an hour. You're going to be still parking, and this game's going to be at halftime.
Yeah.
The clock runs, man.
The clock will run in this one. I have to go with Fear to Veer, Wrecking Ram style.
I gotta
I gotta
agree.
go
Acadiana.
Acadiana Wrecking Rams. It's hard picking this game. Both teams I love.
We just now on the same page.
I love both teams.
Oh man.
It's always been Fear to Veer for us.
Yeah. Man, you got two teams that run a power veer offense. I mean, they just pound the ball,
Yeah.
pound the ball. Acadiana's been doing it.
He's gonna have his team prepared.
So we stopped it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have his team prepared. I'm gonna go with Lafayette on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to live. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Plus, they have one of the coaches is a quarterback for the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Chris Esprit said Acadiana will take it only because they're playing at home. They're gonna take Karen Crow.
Well, like
Only
you
because they're
said,
playing at home.
that's a toss-up either way. But like you said, man,
We're all right.
they're so close.
Yeah.
You know,
It happens.
it is. Hey, but the first week is always the hardest because you ain't got nothing to go by. You ain't got no games to
And
go
the
by.
jamborees are only a few minutes.
These are some serious matches.
Right.
First week
Look,
of
look.
football.
Those two and oh my
We're good.
God.
Man, Madison Prep to STM. You got Acadiana, you got
Can't crow.
Paracourt. Then you got Oak Grove and who else? Oak Grove is somebody that we was talking
Union
about.
Parish.
Union
Yeah,
Parish.
Union Parish. Come
Yeah.
on. Man, that's some serious heat for the first week.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Very serious.
This ain't no college games.
No,
No. All right, speaking of college game, let's call it now. UCLA and LSU Tigers.
Give me LSU 38-10.
All right.
LSU walk away.
Yeah.
They're gonna just blow them out. I don't think it's gonna be close.
I get LSU. I think LSU need to make a statement on the West Coast. I got LSU 48-10.
I think it's gonna be one-sided. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
do.
it's going to be a good game.
Okay,
LSU,
all
yeah.
right. Well, what Nick Saban going to do on that East Coast, man? We got Nick Saban going against the Hurricane.
Blowout.
Blowout.
Blow out.
Come on now.
Uh-huh.
We got SEC going against the ACC team.
Let Let me tell you, it's hard to play against the
No.
SEC. Man.
Oh man, you
Nah,
It is.
if you would have told me that it would have been the U back in the day,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd have
yeah,
said,
no.
"Oh no, we talking football." But now,
Yeah.
no, man, we ain't doing that. It's gonna be
Gary,
bad.
Donald, Keith, that is our game picks for this week. Folks, we will be at Kinder High School covering Kinder versus Welsh. Get on those sponsorships so we can get your business aired for Friday night. We want to say thank you for everyone for tuning in tonight. Thanks for everyone that liked, shared, and commented on the show. We wish best of luck to everyone out there that is playing Friday night. We look forward to our recap show Friday night. We can't wait to see who is the high horses, who are the low horses. We want to see where the teams fare. We can't wait to recap the show and see who all is the winners
Right.
at the end. Final reactions, final thoughts, Donald.
I just want to be here Friday night to get the recap. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be some explosive scores. You know, fellas, it was awesome being
Yeah.
here with you guys tonight, making
It's
the
gonna be
pick.
awesome.
Yeah, I want to be here Friday night, Joy.
Gareth, final thoughts.
I just want everybody to stay healthy. Keep this. I know with the COVID situation, everything like that. Players, coaches, everybody out there, be smart, stay healthy, and like I said, just do your best because we love picking, and we don't want to see anybody get forfeits.
Keith,
No, just be safe, guys. Everybody's the trainers,
yeah. Oh, excuse me.
coaches, everybody just be safe.
Like UL in Texas.
Oh yeah,
You want to bring that up?
we got one more.
UL upsets Texas. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm going
No.
with it.
We have someone in the audience
Oh,
say
no,
no.
I say
No,
yes also.
Let me
You
tell
wanna
you this.
identify yourself, young man?
Right. I think it's going to be close.
It ain't happening.
I think it's going to be close, and I think just because of the experience of UL and their quarterback position, especially that one, I think they're going to pull it out.
Yeah.
I really do. And if they do, I'm going to be doing a backflip. My nephew, Travis, who works for UL, is the head trainer and all,
Yep.
he is going to be doing a jig in the middle of the Longhorn. I'm going to tell you right
Yeah.
Y'all realize when
Baby.
Steve Sarkisian was under Alabama's assistant coaches, their first game as a head coach has never lost under Nick Saban. Just saying, Steve Sarkisian is not losing to UL.
now. We'll see.
High school football is back. Tomorrow night, 5 games. Friday night, a slew of game of the week games.
And we got a new.
And look at the newest member
newest
of
member.
the Under the Lights team. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my son, Espen Blake Taylor. Welcome, my
Daddy.
son.
And he said, "Why are you
the
making
Under
me
the
get
Lights
my newbie out of
team.
my mouth?"
With that said, folks,
With that said, we will close this one out. We will see you in Kinder Friday night, and we will see you at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock for the recap show.
Here.
Until then, from myself, Jordan Taylor, Keith Crozier, Gary Swallow, Donald Young, Holden Lee, Donald's wife, Holly Revere, and baby Espen. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good one.
Have a blessed one.
Last one.